In Genoa City, danger never stays buried for long, and now, one woman may be preparing to risk everything in a plan no one saw coming. Phyllis Summers has been through chaos before. She has survived betrayals, heartbreak, public scandals, and enemies who underestimated her. But what is happening now feels different. This time, the threat is closer, darker, and far more unpredictable. Because Matt Clark is back. His sudden return has already sent shockwaves through the Newman family. Questions are spreading across town. Is he really suffering from memory loss? Is he truly confused and broken? Or is this all part of a twisted performance designed to fool everyone around him? No one knows the truth yet. But Phyllis Summers may be the first person ready to expose it. After everything that happened with Martin Laurent, Phyllis has not been the same. Being held captive changed her in ways few people understand. She knows what it feels like to be powerless. She knows what it means to stare evil in the face and wonder if anyone will come save you. That trauma created an unexpected connection between Phyllis and Sharon Newman. The two women have spent years as rivals, constantly clashing over history, love, and loyalty. But surviving terror together built something neither of them expected: understanding. And now Sharon may be in danger again. Matt's return has reopened old fears. His recent actions already nearly caused disaster. Nick Newman, Noah Newman, Adam Newman, and Sharon herself were all placed in harm's way during the gas station incident. Even worse, dangerous fentanyl nearly led to tragedy. When news of Nick's frightening situation reaches Phyllis, it could change everything. No matter how angry she gets with the Newmans, Nick will always matter to her. He is the father of Summer. He is someone she has loved, fought with, and never fully let go of. If Matt's actions pushed Nick toward disaster, Phyllis may take it personally. And when Phyllis takes something personally, people should worry. Sources close to the situation suggest Phyllis may decide the only way to stop Matt is to get close to him herself. Very close. Imagine Matt believing he has charmed Phyllis. Imagine him thinking she is interested, vulnerable, and willing to trust him. Imagine him lowering his guard just enough to reveal the truth. That is exactly the kind of dangerous game Phyllis knows how to play. She has always been fearless when it comes to manipulation. She can smile while planning your downfall. She can flirt while gathering evidence. She can make an enemy feel powerful, right before destroying them. And Matt may have no idea what is coming. But this plan carries a shocking risk. What if Matt is lying about his amnesia and sees through her immediately? What if he decides to play along, only to trap Phyllis instead? What if the hunter suddenly becomes the target? Even more surprising, what if Phyllis begins to feel something real? Sometimes the most dangerous schemes are the ones that blur emotion with strategy. Matt is mysterious, damaged, and impossible to read. For someone like Phyllis, that can be a dangerous combination. If she starts connecting with him, even for a moment, her judgment could collapse. And if Matt's memory suddenly returns at the wrong time, Phyllis could be standing alone with a man who remembers everything. Meanwhile, Victor Newman may have his own plans. Victor does not tolerate threats to his family for long. If he believes Matt is dangerous, he could move swiftly and ruthlessly. But Victor prefers control, and Phyllis launching her own secret mission may create a war he never approved. That means Phyllis could soon find herself caught between two dangerous men, Matt Clark and Victor Newman. One mistake could destroy her. Still, there is another side to this story. For Phyllis, taking down Matt may not just be revenge. It may be redemption. She has made mistakes. She has burned bridges. She has alienated allies. But if she can expose Matt, protect Sharon, and help Nick recover, she might finally rebuild trust with the people who stopped believing in her. That would be the ultimate shock of all. Phyllis Summers becoming the hero. But heroes in Genoa City rarely walk away unharmed. As tension rises, one question remains: is Phyllis setting the perfect trap, or walking straight into one herself? Because if Matt Clark is pretending to forget his past, then he may already know exactly what Phyllis is doing. And if that is true, her risky seduction plan could end in betrayal, heartbreak, or something far worse. The game is beginning. And in Genoa City, the winner is usually the last one standing. Genoa City is about to witness a dangerous game of deception, and Phyllis Summers may be risking more than she realizes. After Matt Clark's shocking return, the entire town has been asking the same question: can he really be trusted? He claims he cannot remember everything. He appears confused, lost, even vulnerable. But in Genoa City, appearances are often the most dangerous weapon of all. And Phyllis knows that better than anyone. She has spent years dealing with liars, manipulators, and people who hide behind innocent faces. That is why Matt's sudden memory loss story does not sit right with her. Something feels off. Every pause in his voice, every uncertain glance, every carefully timed mistake. To most people, Matt looks broken. To Phyllis, he looks prepared. That suspicion may push her into action faster than anyone expects. While others debate whether Matt deserves sympathy, Phyllis may decide there is only one way to uncover the truth: get close enough to see the cracks in his performance. And that means pretending to be interested in him. At first, it could seem harmless. A few conversations. Some sympathy. Maybe a smile here and there. Enough to make Matt believe she is lowering her guard. Enough to make him feel safe. But if anyone can turn charm into strategy, it is Phyllis Summers. She knows how to make a man feel like he is in control while she quietly runs the entire game. She has done it before, and she may be ready to do it again. Still, this situation is far more dangerous than a simple con. Matt is unpredictable. If he truly does not remember who he is, then his emotional state could shift without warning. If he is lying, then every second with him becomes a trap. Either way, Phyllis would be stepping into unstable territory. And there is one person who may see the danger before everyone else: Sharon Newman. Sharon has already been affected by Matt's presence. His return brings fear, confusion, and painful memories. She may quickly recognize that Phyllis is playing with fire. Despite their long history as rivals, Sharon may not want Phyllis pulled into another nightmare. That would be an unexpected twist, Sharon trying to protect Phyllis. But will Phyllis listen? Probably not. When Phyllis decides she is right, warnings usually make her more determined. If Sharon tells her to stay away from Matt, Phyllis may only see that as proof she needs to keep going. And then there is Nick Newman. Nick's connection to this story could become explosive. Recent events already raised concern about his safety, especially after the terrifying fentanyl situation. If Phyllis learns Matt's actions played any role in what happened, her mission could turn personal instantly. Nick has always been one of Phyllis's biggest emotional weak spots. No matter how complicated their past becomes, part of her still cares deeply about him. If Matt endangered Nick, Phyllis may stop thinking strategically and start thinking emotionally. That is when mistakes happen. Because revenge and investigation are never the same thing. If Phyllis begins targeting Matt out of anger, she could become reckless. She may push too hard, reveal too much, or underestimate how dangerous he really is. Matt could sense her hostility and turn the tables before she even realizes it. And there may be another shocking complication. What if Matt is drawn to her for real? Phyllis is bold, unpredictable, and impossible to ignore. If Matt begins developing genuine feelings, the situation becomes messy. A fake romance could create real emotions on one side, or both. That kind of emotional confusion can destroy even the smartest plan. Meanwhile, Victor Newman is unlikely to stay silent. If he suspects Phyllis is interfering in family business again, he may take action. Victor rarely allows outsiders to handle threats connected to the Newmans. And if he sees Phyllis as a liability, she could suddenly find herself fighting battles on two fronts. Matt on one side, Victor on the other. That pressure could push Phyllis into the biggest gamble of all, trying to expose Matt publicly. Imagine a dramatic confrontation in the middle of Genoa City. Phyllis revealing evidence. Matt denying everything. Sharon caught in the middle. Nick furious. Victor watching silently. And then, one final twist. What if Phyllis is wrong? What if Matt truly has memory loss? What if the villain she is hunting is actually a damaged man trying to piece himself back together? If that happens, Phyllis could destroy someone innocent and lose the trust of everyone around her. But if she is right, then she may be the only person brave enough to stop a dangerous man before it is too late. One thing is certain now. Phyllis Summers has entered the game. And when Phyllis starts hunting the truth, secrets do not stay buried for long. The next move could change everything. Genoa City is holding its breath, because Phyllis Summers may be closer than ever to discovering Matt Clark's darkest secret. What began as suspicion is now turning into obsession. Phyllis cannot shake the feeling that something about Matt's behavior is wrong. The memory loss, the confusion, the carefully chosen words, it all feels too convenient. Too polished. Too perfect. And Phyllis has seen enough lies in her life to recognize one when it is standing right in front of her. So instead of backing away, she may decide to go deeper into the trap. Sources suggest Phyllis could intensify her risky strategy by spending more private time with Matt, allowing him to believe she trusts him completely. Publicly, it might look like an unexpected connection forming between two people with painful pasts. But privately, Phyllis may be studying every move he makes. Every hesitation. Every contradiction. Every slip. She knows the truth usually appears when people become comfortable. And if Matt thinks he has won her over, he may finally reveal who he really is. But there is one major problem. Matt may already suspect her. That possibility changes everything. If Matt senses that Phyllis is investigating him, he could start feeding her false information. He could pretend to open up emotionally while secretly guiding her toward the wrong conclusions. He could make her believe she is in control while he quietly controls the entire game. That would be devastating for Phyllis. Because the more confident she becomes, the more vulnerable she may actually be. At the same time, Sharon Newman is becoming increasingly uneasy. She knows Phyllis better than most people. She can recognize when Phyllis is chasing danger and refusing to admit it. Sharon may begin noticing subtle signs that Phyllis is too emotionally invested in bringing Matt down. And Sharon has every reason to worry. She has already seen what unstable men are capable of. She has already survived situations where manipulation turned into terror. If Phyllis is walking into the same kind of nightmare, Sharon may feel responsible for stopping it. That could lead to an explosive confrontation between the two women. Imagine Sharon warning Phyllis to stay away from Matt. Imagine Phyllis accusing Sharon of being too afraid to face the truth. Imagine years of rivalry, pain, jealousy, and unresolved resentment suddenly boiling over. But beneath all of that anger may be something surprising, real concern. Because despite everything, these two women understand each other now in ways they never did before. Meanwhile, Nick Newman may begin noticing strange behavior from Phyllis. Her distractions. Her secrecy. Her sudden interest in Matt. Nick knows Phyllis well enough to sense when she is hiding something, and if he starts asking questions, the pressure on her could become unbearable. Phyllis may want to protect Nick from the truth. Or she may fear that if Nick learns what she is doing, he will try to stop her. And Nick might be right to do so. Because the danger is growing. What if Matt is not just lying about amnesia, but planning something bigger? What if returning to Genoa City was never about recovery at all? What if it was revenge? Access? Power? If that is true, then Phyllis may have inserted herself directly into the center of a larger scheme. And she may not realize it until it is too late. Then comes the most shocking possibility of all. What if Phyllis starts feeling sympathy for Matt? The more time she spends with him, the harder it may become to separate truth from performance. If Matt shares pain, regret, confusion, or vulnerability, Phyllis could begin questioning her own instincts. She might wonder whether there is a damaged human being underneath the mystery. That hesitation could be fatal. Because if Matt is pretending, compassion becomes his greatest weapon. Victor Newman, meanwhile, is unlikely to tolerate this mess for long. If he sees Phyllis becoming entangled with Matt, he may decide to take control in the harshest way possible. Victor does not wait for threats to grow. He removes them. And if Phyllis stands in the way, she may become collateral damage. Now she is trapped between instinct and emotion. Expose Matt now, and risk being wrong. Wait longer, and risk giving a villain time to strike. There may soon come a moment when Phyllis gets the proof she has been hunting. A forgotten detail. A recovered memory. A private confession. Something that confirms Matt has been lying all along. But if that moment happens while she is alone with him, who will save Phyllis? Because in Genoa City, the truth often arrives 1 second before disaster. And Phyllis Summers may be running out of time. Genoa City is on the edge of chaos, because Phyllis Summers may be moments away from the most dangerous confrontation of her life. Her plan started as a calculated move. Get close to Matt Clark. Gain his trust. Expose the truth. Protect the people he might hurt next. Simple in theory. Disastrous in reality. Because now, Phyllis may have discovered something terrifying Matt remembers far more than he has admitted. The small signs have been building for days. A detail he should not know. A name he reacted to too quickly. A memory that slipped out before he could stop himself. At first, Phyllis may have questioned her instincts. But now the pattern is impossible to ignore. Matt has been performing. And if that is true, then every smile, every apology, every vulnerable moment may have been carefully designed to fool everyone around him. Especially her. For Phyllis Summers, betrayal is nothing new. She has survived lies from lovers, enemies, and even family. But being played while trying to outplay someone else would hit differently. It would wound her pride and ignite her fury. That fury could lead to the most explosive decision yet. Instead of quietly backing away, Phyllis may choose to confront Matt face to face. Alone. No Victor. No Nick. No Sharon. No backup. Just Phyllis and the man she believes has been deceiving everyone. It would be classic Phyllis, bold, reckless, and emotionally charged. She has never been the type to wait for permission. If she thinks she has the truth, she wants the showdown immediately. But Matt may be ready for that moment. Imagine Phyllis entering a private room, demanding answers. She accuses him of faking amnesia. She tells him the game is over. She warns that everyone will soon know what he has done. And then Matt calmly smiles. That single moment could send chills through Genoa City. Because a calm reaction would mean one thing: he expected this. What if Matt reveals he knew Phyllis was using him from the very beginning? What if he allowed her close because he wanted access to her, to the Newmans, or to information only she could provide? Suddenly, Phyllis would realize she was never the hunter. She was the bait. Meanwhile, Sharon Newman may sense something is wrong before anyone else. Sharon knows trauma changes behavior. She knows when fear hides behind confidence. If Phyllis starts acting distracted, secretive, or overly certain, Sharon may recognize that danger is near. That realization could push Sharon into action. Despite their history, Sharon may rush to stop Phyllis before it is too late. Years ago, that would have been impossible to imagine. But after everything they endured together, the bond between them is real. And now that bond may save a life. Nick Newman could also become part of the crisis. If he learns Phyllis has been secretly meeting Matt, his reaction could be explosive. Nick has seen Phyllis make impulsive choices before, but this would be on another level. He may race to find her. Not because their romantic history is unresolved, but because deep down, Nick knows Phyllis often charges into danger believing she can control it. Sometimes she can. Sometimes she cannot. Victor Newman, however, may take a colder view. If Phyllis has endangered the family by interfering, Victor may decide she crossed a line. And if Matt truly is a threat, Victor might choose a ruthless solution no one else is prepared for. That means while Phyllis fights for the truth, Victor may already be planning an endgame. Then comes the most shocking twist of all. What if Matt confesses, but not the confession anyone expects? What if he admits to lying about some memories, but insists there are deeper secrets even he cannot explain? What if someone else has been controlling him? Using him? Manipulating events behind the scenes? That would turn the entire story upside down. Because if Matt is not the final villain, then Genoa City has been watching the wrong man all along. And Phyllis, once again, would be standing at the center of a storm bigger than she imagined. Still, there is one truth no one can deny now. Phyllis Summers is no longer playing games. She wants answers. She wants justice. And if she has to burn every lie to the ground to get it, she will. But in Genoa City, fire spreads fast. The next confrontation could expose secrets, destroy alliances, and place Phyllis in more danger than ever before. After weeks of suspicion, manipulation, and dangerous mind games, the truth about Matt Clark could finally be ready to surface. But in true Genoa City fashion, answers never come cleanly. They arrive with betrayal, heartbreak, and collateral damage. And this time, Phyllis may lose more than she ever expected. Her risky mission to get close to Matt began as a strategy. She wanted proof. She wanted to know if his amnesia was real or just another lie hiding something darker. She believed she could charm him, distract him, and expose him before anyone got hurt. But now the game has changed. Because the closer Phyllis got to Matt, the more complicated everything became. Some moments felt fake. Some felt calculated. Yet other moments seemed strangely genuine. There were flashes of vulnerability in Matt that even Phyllis could not easily dismiss. Pain in his eyes. Confusion in his voice. Regret that looked real enough to shake her confidence. That uncertainty may become Phyllis's greatest mistake. If she hesitates now, Matt could gain the upper hand. If she pushes too hard, she could destroy an innocent man. Either way, disaster feels close. Sources suggest Phyllis may soon gather everyone together for a shocking public confrontation. Nick Newman. Sharon Newman. Victor Newman. Even those who doubted her from the beginning may be forced to witness what comes next. Imagine the room filled with tension. Phyllis steps forward, determined and fearless. She announces that Matt has been deceiving them all. Gasps spread across the room. Sharon freezes. Nick demands proof. Victor watches silently, waiting. Then Phyllis reveals what she believes is the final piece of evidence, something Matt said, did, or remembered that no amnesia patient should know. For one breathless second, it appears she has one. But Matt may have one last move. What if he turns the accusation around and exposes Phyllis instead? What if he reveals that she manipulated him, pursued him under false pretenses, and emotionally exploited a vulnerable man? What if he makes her look cruel, reckless, and obsessed in front of everyone she wanted to impress? That would be devastating. Nick could feel betrayed that Phyllis handled everything in secret. Sharon could be furious that old trauma was turned into another dangerous game. Victor could dismiss Phyllis as unstable and untrustworthy once again. The hero Phyllis hoped to become could vanish in seconds. But there is an even bigger twist waiting. What if Matt suddenly remembers everything? Not gradually. Not partially. Everything. Imagine Matt staring directly at Phyllis as memories flood back. His face changes. His tone hardens. The confusion disappears instantly. Now everyone knows the truth. He was pretending. The room erupts. Nick moves forward. Sharon is shaken. Victor's expression turns ice cold. And Phyllis realizes she was right all along. But being right may not save her. Because a cornered man with nothing left to lose is more dangerous than ever. Matt could lash out verbally, physically, or by revealing secrets no one wants exposed. He may know things about the Newmans, about Sharon, or even about Phyllis that could destroy lives. That means the final truth could come with a devastating price. Still, Phyllis may also gain something unexpected: respect. For all her flaws, she saw through the lie when others hesitated. She took risks no one else would take. She faced danger directly. Even those who dislike her may be forced to admit that without Phyllis, Matt might have continued fooling everyone. Nick may look at her differently again. Sharon may finally understand that Phyllis was trying to protect her in the only way Phyllis knows how. Even Victor may quietly acknowledge that she was useful. That does not mean peace is coming. This is Genoa City. Victories are temporary. Trust is fragile. Scars remain. Phyllis may win the battle against Matt, but she could still lose relationships, credibility, and emotional stability in the aftermath. Once you play with deception, it changes you. And Phyllis has played deeper than ever before. Now the biggest question remains. What happens after the truth? Will Matt be removed for good, or find another way back? Will Nick and Phyllis reconnect after the chaos? Will Sharon forgive the dangerous path Phyllis chose? And will Phyllis finally feel powerful again, or emptier than ever? One chapter may be ending. But in Genoa City, endings are usually where the next disaster begins. And if history has taught viewers anything, it is this. Never underestimate Phyllis Summers. Because when everyone thinks the drama is over, she is often just getting started.